The water pressure is keeping it. No. Hey, what? Go! What's going on, guys, and welcome back to EmKay. My name is Damien, and today we're doing r/oddly satisfying. When two zebras fit together. This feels like it would be rarer than it actually is, you know? I feel like they're all... I know the stripes aren't the same. I know they're not pumping them out in a factory. Like, I know there isn't like a copy and paste for the zebra stripes, but I feel like you could run into this more often than it feels like you do. You know what I mean? Who took this photo as well? I can't read who took this photo, but they got a really solid shot of the zebras making one giant pattern. Bottle the stars. Oh my God. I don't even know what, so can I find out what this is? It's a geode of some kind, but I don't know what. Like what kind of, you know, what kind of geode that is. Oh my God, it's not even a geode. This is just, oh, of course it's not. It's made of wood. That should have come to me sooner. So that's resin, wood, and glitter, but that is a masterful use of it. The way it's like suspended in the resin is so solid. Oh, wow. The light shining through the bowl. Woo-wee. Yeah, you know what's even more incredible than the light shining? That price, $365. This bowl just called me broke in a beautifully, like, artistic way. A customer of ours asks for shell trimming all over his cake because he loves icing. I don't blame him. That looks like a delicious cake to cut into. And now shell trimming, is that, obviously that's the way that the icing looks, but I didn't know that was called shell trimming. I gotta know how much this cost to do it all that way. I'm sure it wasn't crazy, right? But I really wonder what kind of cake this is. Maybe it's all icing. Maybe this is by volume, a purely icing cake. I don't know. But I mean, now I know what to ask for, right? To have a cake that looks like this in the pretty little like ridges, you ask for shell trimming. Freeing a stuck crow with a crowbar. Oh, poor thing. He got himself trapped in the wedges of your fence. But there you go. He knows you're chilling. He knows that you're not a threat. Crows are incredibly intelligent, so they're just like, all right, we got it. And now he's free, and he's getting out of there. And he'll remember that, so when the birds attack, you're free and you're safe. Taking the dog for a walk. Courtesy of Corgalicious Malaysia. Oh, great. That's awesome. I mean, literally, we're taking the dog we're taking one for a stand, the other for a walk, if we're being completely honest. And if you look at their faces too, they're both all smiles. He's standing also, there's not even a leash attached to the one that's on top of the corgi. There's trust there. There's a relationship built there. Sunlight falling down the escalator. Ooh. I like that you've timed it to the piano. I don't think that was included with the sunlight, but that, you know, that really is nice. That's really something. I wonder where this escalator is positioned to have the sunlight cascade down it like that. It's like the sun's going the wrong way on the escalator and walking in front of people. That's great. Removing paint from glass. Okay. Oh, beautiful. And the sound it makes too. That's the treat. You get the peel and you get the sound. Who was putting paint on the glass? That's the more important question I have. Oh, and it's coming off real smooth. It's coming off like that film you get on new TV screens. Oh man. And even did the thing. It even did the thing when you fuck up the peel. It's just like it. This is the best part of the job, I imagine. Is this paint? It doesn't feel like paint. What do I know? It's probably paint. To me, it feels like film. Grass waves in the wind. I don't think I've ever seen grass so lush that it waves. This is Minecraft with shaders on it. Oh my God, I just realized that it's like in the mountains there. Holy. I didn't realize it until I took a closer look, and that's just straight up the that's just straight up the hills reacting to the wind. Oh man, that feels lush. That's like picturesque. You're gonna have a whole little picnic there. Cable management. Oh, here we go, nerds. This is the good part. Ooh, baby. Okay, so I'm not a big like computer nerd guy, so a lot of this will miss me, but what I do know is this must have taken forever to assemble in this way. And it's not even just like, oh, they're neatly wound. No, like they're woven across the entire, like, what is this, a server? It would have to be, right? This is where all the big bucks come from. If you work in IT, I know nothing about IT. I'm bullshitting here. If you work in IT, this is where the big bucks come in. If you can do this, this is why they hired you. Wood/log splitting. All right, let's see it. Go right down there. Beautiful work. Get us another one. Wait for it. There you are. Split it right down the middle. Excellent. We don't need to be, you know, brutish lumberjacks anymore. We have technology. There we go. Split it right down. Do it. Give us another. Just like we've developed technology to cut potatoes into perfect fries, we've developed technology to split our logs. We don't need to be these brutish cavemen anymore and split logs the old-fashioned way. Abraham Lincoln, eat your heart out, dude. So satisfying. Thailand mango juicy cut. That feels like a content farm title. This is not a real person who typed this. Oh, this is something you'd see on TikTok at 3 in the morning. There you go, scoop some out. And a perfect scoop as oh no, that looks fantastic. And then you just slice that scoop, you dice it. Oh no, that's fantastic. This is that kind of content that hits right at like 3 in the morning on TikTok, where you're just browsing, your eyes are heavy, your eyelids are heavy rather. And I say oh no, not because this is bad, but because I know me, that would not make it past the first scoop. It'd be mine. I would claim it as my own. It's mine now. The lighting on this particular morning. Oh, it's rendered. It's rendered in beautiful 4K. There's a creature in those woods though. I don't like the way that these branches seem like they've been blown by the wind. You know what I mean? It feels like the wind was so intense here that the branches formed this way. Like this feels a little cryptic to me. It almost reminds me of the path to get to the baker's house in Resident Evil Biohazard. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like this is what you'd see. Gorgeous scenery though. You know, I gotta give them that. They really picked a nice location. I painted an atmospheric rainy window scene. I see. I can read this one. Is this Boss Bane's art? My brain was having trouble realizing what I was looking at for a second until I realized did they paint the blur? Or was this canvas that they paint it and then like find a way to fog it up and then paint water streaks? Either way, the fact that this is painted is really, really cool. Right down to the water streaking across the canvas. That is truly, truly talented. You know, when you go to an art museum and you get to see art up close and notice all of the little details, all the little brush strokes, even if a work is a masterpiece, tiny imperfections in the canvas where paint might do one thing or another. It's fantastic. Dog leaves perfect prints. Well, every dog print is perfect, but I see what you mean here. This cream puff he's walking in a way that is absolutely they're lined up perfectly. For the most, he got a little sloppy right at the beginning, but he straightened that out real quick, and now he's leaving some aesthetic little paw prints for you to follow. Water on airplane window during takeoff. Oh man. Who's winning the water droplet race here, do you reckon? Remember as a kid, you'd watch water droplets on your car window race to see who would win? This is the extreme sports version of that. Oh, right on like a sunrise. Is this a rise or a set? This is gonna be a sunrise, right? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's a sunset. And then all the water's cleared off because it's in the air. Dude, I love airplanes. I love going on a flight and just being able to knock out for like 2 hours. The Great Pyramid with a perfect shadow. Oh. I mean, yeah, it completely casts one side of the pyramid. That's where everyone who didn't pay for their ticket goes. You wanted to see the pyramid, but you didn't want to pay for the ticket. They take it to the shadow side, and you get to just kind of make out the silhouette of the pyramid. No photo ops here. The shadow's casting across it. These shadows from the railing. Oh, that feels almost intentional, right? I know it's not, but the way that lines up so perfectly. Little things like this keep you on your toes. It makes life interesting. These reflected rays. Oh, hell yeah. Again, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying about little things? Little things in life that when you notice them, it just like, I don't know. You gotta find fun with it. You gotta find fun things to do. Life isn't just all malaise and boring. Like there's neat shit everywhere. It's a lot of fun. This tree's shadow. Oh, that's actually really sick. Normally when I see a tree shadow, it's not normally like that, right? Well, I mean, I live in California, so I don't get trees that look exactly like this. I lived in Florida and California, so maybe I'm a little biased. Maybe I'm just a hair biased. But I feel like, I don't know, that's real nice. I like that. Perfectly balanced shower head. It's being held up by the weight of the water pressure. The water pressure is keeping it no. Hey, why would you? Oh, come on! You were witnessing physics in action, and you went and you had to mess it all up. Last time the universe shows you something cool, it was absolutely beautiful, and you went ahead and you interfered with the universe. Spray painting a turn arrow on pavement. And see, you're supposed to use stencils. And the way they do it too, it's not just one and done. They have like a whole little, there we go, fill it out on the other side, just like that. Then fill in the little gap, and now you just have the arrow part. You got the stem, now do the arrow. Real quick, real easy. And he's a master at his job, getting hardly any paint on the stencil. And it's done. All right, we get to go home, take that stencil off. Beautiful, beautiful arrow, beautiful work. The clarity of the water in this tide pool. Oh man. So a fun fact about me, I am terrified of the open water, with one of the rare exceptions being going to sit and look at tide pools. I think these are intensely fascinating. And look at the amount of life, the amount of ocean life just teeming inside something like this. You wouldn't think it because of like the location, but tide pools are so diverse. I think they're really cool. Not sure what kinds of, I'm almost, these are anemones of some variety. I'm not sure what, I'm not a marine biologist, but just check it out. And they got their own little home right here. It's sick. I don't want to be on like the rocks right here, just chilling, you know? Neat roof tiling. Oh, they hit that corner up perfectly. I like that. So they got it flush on both sides, and then they got it flush on the corner. So that way it's not sticking out all weird. That's perfect. Made some near perfect toast last night for sandwiches. Now you have this in oddly satisfying, so this has to be pretty damn close to perfect. And it was. And it absolutely was. But I need to see the other side. Can we get a flip on the other side for that toast? Because that's perfect on one end. This is exactly how you want toast. The doneness that's gonna have a crisp, a crunch, a bite that you just can't forget. But let's see the other side. 4 trains on different tiles passing at the same spot at the same time. Okay, so they just straight up have 4 different trains running, and there we go. That just feels like a more efficient way of transportation, huh? A century of waiting later, this happened. And there they all go. Where are they all going? Wow, that just feels very efficient. That many passengers can go at the same time. Shout out public transportation. The shadow from this tree. Oh, another one of these. Didn't we just see a shadow like this like 10 posts ago? Dude, these trees are sick. Like there's no leaves towards the inner branches, so you just get to have this like, oh, it looks so sick. Brazilian artist Fabio Gomes Trinidad creates portraits where branches and flowers become the hair of the subject. Oh, it's sick. It's like Chia Pet stole this guy's whole bit. It's not the same thing, obviously, but that's so neat, and that's a really good way to utilize the landscaping around you. That's so sick. It utilizes the landscaping. It is artistic. It's thoughtful. That's really cool. That's really, I like too that he starts to shade in, if you notice. He starts to color in a bits of green on the hairline as it goes up to the tree. 2 waves collide with each other. Are they going at different speeds? Oh, here we go. These aren't different salinities, are they? I think these are gonna blend just fine. It doesn't look like different colors of water, so the salinity must be the same, right? It like cross-hatched the waves. That's really cool looking. Now, why would there be 2 different waves? Obviously, it's water. I'm not gonna look up the whole answer right this second because it's gonna be way above my understanding. But having that intersect like that, I joke a lot about biome blending. This feels like another case of biome blending. It's really cool looking. Finished a notebook on the same day as I finished a pen at the very end of a Friday. Wow, look at that. The trifecta. Go get a lottery ticket. You got everything on the perfect time. Pens out of ink, notebooks out of paper. You're at the end of the week. You did it. You won. That's exactly you are the use case. That is what they want. You did it.